You ever hear the phrase, the wreckage speaks louder than the records? Welcome to Washington, where both teams are buried in last place, but one of them just dropped a 16-run hammer and still brought their bats to breakfast. Let's talk about it. Oakland sends out Jacob Lopez, lefty, under the radar, but don't ignore him. He's punched out 84 hitters in 70 innings and holds a 3.99 ERA with a 1.34 whip. Not elite, but efficient. He's only allowed 11 home runs all season and thrives off swing and miss stuff against a Nationals lineup that ranks bottom tier in home runs, slugging, and strikeouts. That's a matchup Lopez can control. He's also helped the Athletics win 3 of his last 5 starts. No accident. Now let's look at Mitchell Parker. Same hand, different story. His ERA is floating at 5.35, with a bloated 1.47 whip and 130 hits surrendered in just 117 innings. That's heavy traffic. His strikeout rate isn't enough to bail him out, and the power-loaded Oakland offense, top 6 in home runs, will put the ball in play. That's a problem for a Nationals defense that ranks near the bottom in fielding percentage and batting average allowed. And let's not ignore the momentum. Oakland has taken 3 of their last 5 and just erupted for 24 hits in a single game. Shea Langeliers, now confirmed still with Oakland post-trade deadline, smashed 3 homers in a single night. The bats are alive. Washington, they've lost 6 in a row and look like they've already folded the tent. This isn't a trap line. It's Vegas giving you a gift at a 124, and today's AI pick is Athletics money line. Will we cash or will we burn? Next game, Krista steps into the fire. Let's see what she sees.
Some teams limp to the finish line, others sharpen the blade. And Seattle? They've got the edge today. Let's talk about Logan Gilbert. He's been a weapon at home all season, posting a 2.27 ERA with a whip under 0.70 in 9 starts at T-Mobile Park. That's not just good, it's elite. Gilbert doesn't walk hitters, doesn't give up many free bases, and now has added firepower behind him. The Mariners acquired Eugenio Suarez at the deadline, and he's still in the lineup, verified, bringing 37 home runs worth of danger to a team already ranking top 12 in long balls. And more importantly, Seattle has seen him before and tagged him earlier this year. The Mariners' offense may not always explode, but at home, with Gilbert on the mound, they don't need to. They just need steady production. But here's the real fracture. The White Sox on the road are lifeless, hitting just .228 as a team away from home, and even worse in day games. Their OBP is under 300. They've lost 2 straight and are dead last in the AL Central. Even if Feta keeps it close early, that bullpen will get stretched, and Seattle's lineup has late-game punch. Both bullpens are decent. Chicago's has improved since last season. But when you match bullpen for bullpen, starter for starter, lineup for lineup, Seattle wins every column, and in a pitcher's park like T-Mobile, that matters. Gilbert doesn't need much support, just 1 or 2 key swings. He'll do the rest. This isn't about vibes. It's about dominance. And today's AI pick is Mariners, 1.5. Will we cash or will we burn? Sapphira's next. And she's watching for blood. You hear Paul Skeens and think lights out, game over. But here's the twist. He's not the problem. The Pirates are. Skeens is the real deal. 2.02 ERA, sub-1 whip, a strikeout machine. But despite his brilliance, the Pirates have only won 6 of his starts, and rarely by more than a run. Why? Because this lineup can't close the door. Pittsburgh averages just 3.5 runs a game. That's dead last in the majors. You give them a lead, and they treat it like a pillow, soft and breakable. Now let's look at the man on the other side, Brady Singer. No headlines, no flame, but don't overlook him. He's got over 800 innings of MLB experience and knows how to keep a game manageable. His .436 ERA may not wow you, but in just 41 innings this year, he's walked only 15. That matters. He limits damage. The Reds don't need him to win. They just need him to keep it close. And here's the rub. Vegas knows what's up. If the Pirates were expected to dominate, that 180 money line would come with a juiced run line. But it's not. Pirates, 1.5 is sitting at just buy 120. That's not blowout pricing. That's bookie hesitation. They're shading the number because they know what we know. Skeens is elite, but Pittsburgh doesn't finish clean. Meanwhile, Cincinnati has a bullpen that ranks top 10 in holds. Their relievers don't panic under pressure. If this game is 3-2 in the 7th, Reds cover. If it's 4-3 in the 9th, Reds cover. You're not asking for a win. You're asking them to survive the storm. And there's one more thing. Skeens goes deep, but the Pirates' bullpen? Only 57% on saves. That's bottom 5 in baseball. All it takes is one crack, one RBI double in the 8th, and that plus 1.5 turns golden. This is surgical. And today's AI pick is Reds plus 1.5. Will we cash or will we burn?
Sometimes Vegas gives you a quiet gift. Tonight, it's called Yuri Perez. The 22-year-old takes the ball for Miami with a 2.70 ERA and a whip under 1.00. But the stat that matters most? He's allowed just 4 earned runs in his last 6 starts. That's not hype. That's control, command, confidence. The Braves have already seen him once and lit him up back in June. But he's not the same pitcher now. Since that game, he's gone 4-1 with a 1.64 ERA and 40 strikeouts in 38 innings. That's growth. That's evolution. Meanwhile, Carlos Carrasco toes the rubber for Atlanta. Veteran? Yes. Dangerous? Not really. He carries a 5.68 ERA and a 1.53 whip, and opponents are hitting .295 against him. In his Braves debut last week, he gave up 7 hits and 3 runs over 6 innings, and that was a good outing by his standards. Atlanta's staff has posted a 6.09 ERA over the last 2 weeks. The collapse isn't coming. It's here. Now let's talk bullpens. Miami's isn't dominant, but it's reliable. They've banked 28 saves this year and ranked near the league average in ERA and inherited runners scored. Atlanta, 17 total saves, the lowest in baseball. Their bullpen is the one you fade, especially late, especially in close games, and this one is setting up just like that. Offensively, the Braves have more power, sure, but they're limping. Riley is out. Olsen is cold. Carrasco will need support and fast, and he might not get it. The Marlins have been surging since the All-Star break, and they're quietly 6-4 in their last 10 against Atlanta. They've also won 6 of the 10 games Perez has started. He's not just an arm. He's a momentum machine. The books open this line with the Braves as slight underdogs at home. That's rare. That's respect. And it's justified. Atlanta may still have the name value, but this version of the team is running out of oxygen. And today's AI pick is Marlins Moneyline. Will we cash or will we burn? Lilith holds the recap. She sees it all, every rise, every fall.
Today, the numbers whispered like ghosts, and we listened. In Game 1, Abaddon opened with fire and took the Athletics' money line. Jacob Lopez stood taller than his ERA, and the Nationals' bullpen collapse was written in the dirt before the first pitch. In Game 2, Krista brought the storm. She chose Mariners, 1.5 behind Logan Gilbert's, home dominance, and a White Sox lineup too weak to respond. Seattle didn't need flash. They needed control. They had both. Then came the fracture. Sapphira stepped in for Game 3 and chose not to fight the storm, but to bend with it. Reds Boston 1.5 was the call, not because Skeens wouldn't dominate, but because the Pirates wouldn't finish, and they didn't. That line was sharp, and that run was gold. In Game 4, Anna finished what the others began. Marlins moneyline. Yuri Perez on the mound. A Braves lineup gasping for air. The bullpen gap wide enough to drive the wind through. And Vegas showed their hand when they made Atlanta a home dog. 4 games, 4 fractures, 1 day. Resumen en español. En el primer juego, Abaddon eligió a los Athletics en la línea de dinero, y el colapso de los Nationals lo confirmó. En el segundo juego, Krista fue con Mariners, 1.5, confiando en Gilbert, y la ofensiva de Chicago simplemente no pudo seguirle el ritmo. En el tercero, Sapphira apostó por la resistencia con Reds plus 1.5, y aunque Skenes fue dominante, Pittsburgh no cubrió. Y en el cuarto, Ana confió en el brazo de Pérez y seleccionó Marlins en la línea de dinero, superando tanto a Carrasco como a un bullpen roto de los Braves. Und am Ende sagen wir, wer zu spät kommt, dem bestraft das Leben. He who comes too late is punished by life.